Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of this #1 YouTube channel, in my head. And to my members of the channel, thank you very much for your continued support as we move in the direction of transparency and no bullshittery. It is, yes, it's Monday the 16th of December, a very, very important day in the Colt household, because today is my parents' 52nd wedding anniversary. What a milestone. Well, milestone's 50, but you know, they keep going. Yep. Not many marriages last that long these days, do they? It used to be, in sickness and in health, to death do us part. Now it's like, you looked at her the wrong way. How dare you do that? Why did you look at him the wrong way? Oh, right, that's it. Let's have a trial separation. Today there's no staying power. I'm just saying. Anyway, there we go. And it's the 16th of December, which means today there is an online harasser appearing in Leeds Crown Court. I will not be there today, but Steph, the alternate, will be going there to attend it, and she will probably be doing a report from there at a later stage today. So keep an eye out for that. Wonderful. Well, last night, as I was I in bed or going to bed? It was bedtime anyway. I got a message to say, have you seen this? And I went, what is it? And I went and looked. And again, a grown man who has a pointless life. There's a video about him again on YouTube. Nothing to do with me, but I found it a little bit hilarious. I just thought, wow. Receipts. See, when people say I've got receipts, it means they don't have receipts, but they're willing to lie in order to push a narrative. So it's all interesting. Anyway, yeah. It was absolutely shocking, if I'm honest. But there we go. And what else is happening today? Pistorius, the South African Paralympian that murdered his girlfriend, has got a new partner. She looks exactly like his old partner, the one that he murdered. Very strange. Should be lots of red flags there, shouldn't there, for her? Red flags. But she won't see the red flags unless she looks down, unfortunately. But I hope she gets through this relationship unscathed. And Devon and Cornwall Police. A little bit shocked about that. I'm not shocked about anything the police do these days. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm of the impression where if you want something done, do it yourself, okay? Don't go to the police. It's just my opinion. Depends on what your situation is. You should need to go and speak to them at some stage. But it'd be pointless. Do things yourself. That way you get them done. So Devon and Cornwall Police, they have each police force in the UK has a chief constable. So Devon and Cornwall Police, their chief constable got suspended on full pay pending investigation. And they brought another guy. He's suspended now as well on investigation. Devon and Cornwall Police are the only police force in the UK who currently have 3 chief constables working for them, 2 under investigation, and they can't even afford to pay the wages. They're asking the Home Office to help them. But the Home Office can't help them, can they? No, the Home Office can't help them. How can they? I mean, in the last 48 hours, over 900 people have arrived on our shores that all need housed and looked after. So maybe if the police did their job, and the Home Office did their job, and Border Security did their job, and the politicians did their job, then we would have enough money to pay the chief constables to police the area, rather than pay people to arrive on our shores, to put them in hotels over Christmas. Everyone's arriving for Christmas. Yep. There's still another like 9 days before Christmas. That could mean we could possibly take in another 5,000 people for Christmas dinner, couldn't we? It's like we're inviting everyone, come on over for Christmas dinner. You can go back in the new year. Come on over for Christmas dinner. But what about New Year? We'll give you tickets to go and watch it at Big Ben. You can watch the spectaculars. Ordinary people can't afford it. Sad, isn't it? Yeah. And our Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has now been voted officially the worst Prime Minister in UK history. Wow. Yeah. He was voted by the British people. He wasn't voted by people arriving in the boats, because they all voted him as the best. They voted him as the best Prime Minister. And it's now, listen to this here, it's now being said, ready? Grab a seat for this one. The Harkles are saying, Meghan's now saying, I'm annoyed that our show Polo didn't do well, and that's because I didn't have full artistic production over it. Netflix took it off us. Netflix produced it. They did it themselves. It had nothing to do with us. That's why it hasn't been very good or received quite well. You know, had we have had full production over it, you would have seen maybe more of me in there, and more of the Duke. But you know, Netflix took it over, and that's why it hasn't done well. So I mean, Netflix paid them like $100 million. Now they're blaming Netflix at the failure of their own program. I mean, Netflix, come on, get a grip, get rid of them, move them on. I mean, Netflix would probably do better if they brought back Only Fools and Horses. Probably do a lot better. Well, I know they would. Of course they would. Yeah. And if you didn't know, this morning, if you're waking up in Ireland and you notice that the Israeli flag is down, you'll probably discover that Israel has decided to pull out its embassy in Ireland. It no longer wants to be part of Ireland. Ireland, allegedly, is steeped in anti-Semitic rhetoric. So Israel said, nah, we're not going to have an embassy here anymore. We don't need one. And they've moved out. So well done for Israel for standing by their morals and saying, no, we won't stand for your nonsense. You know, listen, you cannot support Israel, in my opinion, and at the same time, your police and your politicians are letting pro-Palestinian and Hamas marches go through cities and towns past Israeli embassy. You can't do that. You're either pro-Israel or you're not. Shocking behaviour, but I think we're used to that now. We're used to people's double standards these days, aren't we? We really are. But it's Christmas. This morning, am I disappointed? No, I'm not disappointed. It's the 16th of December and my book First into Science has remained in Amazon's top 100 bestsellers for 15 and a half days. It's just dropped out. And you know what? That is amazing, the fact that it was even in there. How many other people out there have had a book in Amazon's top 100? I used to have 2 in there. I only got 1 now. Well, I don't know. I've got none. But to stay in there in the lead up to Christmas when people buying presents with tens of thousands of authors that are, without a shadow of a doubt, a lot better at writing than I am, and to be able to compete with them for 16 days of Christmas, I think has been an honour and a privilege. And I thank all of you for helping that happen. It's been amazing. But you know what? Like all things, everything comes to an end. Everything comes to an end. So I've dropped out of it, and there's other authors in there that are fantastic, and I wish them all the best. Just remember, Sue Smith's got a book out, a children's book for Christmas about a porcupine. Remember that. And I think this week my book arrives. I bought Fatima Whitbread's book, a children's book. So when that arrives this week, I will show you that book. So, see, I didn't ask her for it. I could have got a free one, but I didn't. I just thought if you're going to support somebody, then support them. So I bought that on Amazon. It's taken about 8 weeks to get here though, because of, well, I pre-ordered it. That's why. I'm looking forward to that actually. Yeah. And if you do live in the UK, don't forget on the lead up to Christmas, order your soldier on coffee from Brian. Yeah. Now I think I am going to head home actually. Between 9 and 12, I have someone coming to look at my property. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And remember, stay safe and have a great Christmas.